What's up, Dr. Dern? I hope you enjoy this video for my video portfolio presentation. Let's get started. First thing I'm going to talk about is how the brain is plastic and growth is possible. So you told me let's find a problem and how to overcome it once one time that's happened. So I got a problem for you, and it's a problem that I think a lot of people face already. My problem is, how do I watch Netflix or a streaming service without having to pay for it? Pretty legitimate question. Now, a lot of people right off the bat might be just go to a sketchy website like 123movies.com and hope you don't get a virus or anything on your computer that's bad. Now, I'm not like that. I struggled with this problem for years, but I didn't trust the safety and legitimacy of 123movies.com. But I kept seeing streaming services raising their prices again and again and adding more ads in their ad tier program. So I wanted to figure out a solution, but I couldn't figure it out. Finally, I actually discovered one. As always, I learned so much more information and developed my skills from inspiration I see online. So I saw this video talking about something called a server. Now the basic concept of a server is it's a computer that you own, it's in your basement, and you can access this computer from anywhere else on any other devices as long as you have a stable internet connection. So I saw that idea, I'm like, I wonder what I can use this from. It can be used for storage such as movies, family videos, TV shows. I feel like you can see where this is going. What I ended up doing was I bought a cheap $40 office PC from a local business that was subsidizing all their old equipment, and I put two 12 terabyte hard drives in them to run in tangent. Next, I downloaded a copy of Windows and installed it on the computer. I then utilized a software called Plex that allows users to post their own libraries and media to run on the computer. I just had one problem. Although I had a computer that could run the Plex server, I didn't have any media to put in it. So this was another problem that I had to overcome through my brain plasticity. I did some research and learned that you can actually burn your Blu-rays and movies. So I took my own personal movie collection that I had at home. I burned all of them to my server. I also started renting stuff from the library so I could build up movies and TV shows that I didn't actually already own, which was pretty cool. What started from this basic problem that I had where I want to get Netflix without paying for it had grown into a full media server that can access from anywhere, is safe, reliable, has more content than most streaming services, and most importantly, doesn't cost me $17 a month. I discovered a problem, I struggled to find a way to conquer it, and I finally developed a solution. For the brain is plastic and growth is possible. Play is serious work. So I think this one's pretty self-explanatory. Everyone acts so serious nowadays. It's okay to be a bit childish. Like everyone's nonchalant and all that stuff, and it's a bunch of... I don't even want to go there. But the way that I try to act childish is with play. And the way I play is with Legos. Whoa. Bro, my cinematography is so bad. Okay, continuing on with the story. So, bit of story time here. So, my brother and I used to sneak this family tablet into our bedroom and watch YouTube videos back on it in like 2016. And on this particular night, I saw a video talking about a new Lego set that just came out, and it was the 1960s Batcave. Now, I was still a huge Batman fan, and still am, and the reason for that is because my dad and I would spend every Wednesday night, 7 o'clock, watching Batman, the Adam West Batman, on MeTV. So that's how I spent quality time with my dad, but it also made me a huge Batman fan. So imagine the reaction when this 10-year-old sees this huge Lego set when they think you can only create blocky, very boring-looking structures with it, and now there's a huge set. Let's just say Christmas of 2016, I might have been the luckiest kid in the world because I got the set. Let's say that this Lego obsession of building, creating, and displaying never quite died. Heck, even in my dorm room, as a college student, I'm not ashamed to admit, I have some fire sets here that I created. Some people may critique my approach to Legos. They might say that I'm really not playing or being imaginative, since I'm just following the instructions. What's on the box? What's in the box?
I saw you with the box. What was in the box?
But sometimes, finding inspiration is all that I needed. I take my Lego time seriously, and sometimes that just involves following the instructions. There's something therapeutic about sitting down with a box of Legos, feeling how they feel. We got Venom here, it's pretty chill. and feeling how they rumble against each other all in the tray, and then being able to build what's pictured on the box. This experience still builds creativity, as I'm inspired to try out cool building techniques that I found in the actual sets with my own original builds or mocks. Although smaller scale, I'm still immensely proud of my mocks, which are my own creations. It's just how I be creative while also following the instructions on actual sets. For play is serious work. Motivation isn't just found, it's designed. So obviously, my room, kind of a mess, I'm not gonna lie. And this is where I'm supposed to get my work done. The desk. However, this doesn't look like a very good desk for getting work done. This is because my environment is not designed. I'm right next to my bed, and it's so easy to just like hop on in there and take a nap. But sometimes the only thing to design some motivation is to take a little walk. But when I find motivation, it's from carefully designed environments. So this is my ideal study environment. First, it's a public setting. Although this sounds negative to some, as I already stated, my room is too cozy to get work in. I'm just going to procrastinate. Seeing others hold me accountable and gives me entertainment while I work, because it's fun to people watch. And also, it's fun just to talk to my buddies. I mean, that's half the value of college, is the people you meet, and I want to cherish those moments before I'm done living in the dorm. Secondly, and very importantly, is the piano. Seeing other people play music has reignited my passion for playing. My parents forced me to take piano lessons when I was a lot younger. I stopped taking them 6 years ago. I felt like a chore. But now my passion has been reignited from being inspired by others. Next, I have a backpack with all my school essentials, my school supplies, a trusty Miami tumbler, AirPod Pros, and most importantly, very important, a snack. With all these, my environment is perfectly designed not to just facilitate motivation and productivity, but to get work done. Motivation is designed, not just found. Next, we got curiosity is a virtue and a noble aim. So back for story time. Woo, woo, woo. Okay, this past January, I was scrolling through Instagram Reels, and I saw this video of this guy flying a drone really fast through a cornfield. And I was like, wow, that is sick. Right away, I was completely invested. I researched what a drone was and learned it was an FPV drone. Unlike cinematography drones, which is what you commonly see, an FPV drone uses goggles, like, I got some actually right here. They use goggles and the drone camera, so you have more control and freedom over a flight. Now, let's just say I went down a rabbit hole. I went through every single YouTube video I could find. I learned the differences between different video systems, such as DJI versus analog versus walk snail. I learned the differences between pre-built drones, drones that you build all on your own, different frame sizes, different battery types. You got LiPos, you got 1S, 2S, 6S, how to charge your LiPos without setting your house on fire because they're very flammable. I was very curious about everything. I wanted to figure out any information that I could get on this topic and just digest it in my brain. So my curiosity from this little video got the best of me. I should have never opened up Instagram that day because let's just say I would have saved a lot of money. Oopsie. But the first thing I had to do was actually learn how to fly a drone. So I bought a drone simulator on my computer, learn how to fly. I bought a controller off Amazon, and I just hit the ground running. You know, I learned yaw pitch, throttle control, and the disarm button, and all of these were very integral to learn how to fly a drone, because if you don't know those buttons, then you're screwed. When I switched to full manual mode, I almost quit. So full manual mode has no stabilization whatsoever, so you're doing everything yourself with the controller, and I almost quit. That shit was so hard. So I looked like the worst drone pilot ever, but I kept grinding at the simulator. I got it down eventually, and eventually my craft improved. So I actually bought the Bullet and bought a drone, my first drone. So it was an analog drone. It's very nimble, it's more budget friendly, and a lot more durable. And this thing can absolutely destroy a sky. It's very quick, it's nimble, and it's kind of fun, even though it looks like a 90s bank security camera. But it's good feel to it, and it's fun to fly. Next, my DJI Avata drone. So, as you can see over here, I actually have a DJI drone. It's pretty sick. That's the box. But this drone is a beast. I definitely didn't drove all the way down to Florence, Kentucky. I met this random guy in a parking lot at a mall and bought this drone off him because they're kind of banned in the US right now. Side story. This thing's great. It's very heavy. It's not responsive, but what you get in exchange for that is crisp video quality. So it's excellent. And I think I can use this to my potential with all this curiosity, maybe make a business out of this, real estate, social events. We're in college. The problem is that I'm always searching for more. My curiosity gets the best of me. I still watch more YouTube videos that are constantly trying to learn new tricks and trying to not get in trouble for flying my drones in places that I really shouldn't be flying them in, like schools. Honestly, I'm just so thankful for that one fateful day on January when I watched that Instagram reel, because I don't know where I would be without it. For curiosity is a virtue and a noble aim. That's my story time. Thanks for watching, Dr. Dern.